Chapter 1: Crown of Shadows. The gas lamps of London flickered like dying stars against the velvet black of a winter's night in 1837. The city was alive with whispers, some of scandal, some of intrigue, but all of them carrying the weight of a secret that would soon shake the very foundations of the British monarchy. In the heart of Westminster, the newly crowned Queen Victoria sat upon her throne, her fingers tracing the cold, glittering edges of the imperial state crown. The jewels were a symbol of power, of divine right, but tonight they would become something else entirely. A target. The palace was a labyrinth of whispered conspiracies. Servants moved like shadows through the hallowed halls, their footsteps muffled by the thick Persian rugs that lined the corridors. The air smelled of beeswax and old parchment, of secrets buried beneath layers of gilt and grandeur. And yet, even here, in the most guarded place in all of England, something was amiss. A footman, his livery crisp but his hands unsteady, carried a silver tray of tea toward the Queen's private chambers. His name was Thomas Whitmore, a man of modest means but sharp eyes. He had seen things he shouldn't have, a stranger lingering too long near the vaults, a guard who looked away just a moment too soon. The crown jewels were never left unattended, but tonight the rules seemed to bend. Victoria's voice, the young, carried the authority of centuries. The crown must never be out of sight, she had decreed. But sight was not the same as safety, and safety was not the same as security. The jewels were more than mere adornments, they were the soul of the monarchy, and someone was about to steal. In the dim glow of a single candle, a figure moved with practiced silence. Gloved hands, steady as a surgeon's, worked the lock of a hidden panel. The mechanism clicked open with a sound like a whispered oath. Inside, the crown of shadows gleamed, not the official crown, but a replica, a decoy meant to fool the unwary. But the thief knew better. The real jewels were elsewhere, guarded by more than just locks and keys. The theft would not be discovered until dawn, when the morning light revealed the truth. The Koh-i-Noor diamond, the Black Prince's ruby, the Cullinan diamonds, all of them gone. The scandal would erupt like a storm tearing through the courts and the streets alike. The Queen's advisors would scramble, the newspapers would howl, and the people would wonder who could have dared such a thing. But the answer was already slipping away, hidden in the folds of a well-tailored coat, the pockets heavy with stolen treasure. The thief was no common criminal. This was a man or woman of cunning, of connections, of a grudge so deep it had festered for years. And as the first light of morning crept over the rooftops of London, the game was only just beginning. The next chapter would reveal the first clue, a scrap of paper, a name whispered in the dark. But for now, the crown of shadows remained where it belonged, in the hands of the thief, and in the shadows of history.